Hello, my dear students, boys and girls. Tonight I am going to read with you The Lost Child by MULK RAJ Anand. And today is the second day. First day I discussed with you the first page, and today I am going to read with you the second page, which is the exposition of the story. Which is the exposition of the story. Let us read and follow me, and I am going to give you all the word meanings, explanations, whatever possible for your study, for your class study. So, we should not make our introduction lengthy, and let us start. For example, he ran towards his parents gaily, G-A-I-L-Y, gaily, and walked abreast of them for a while. That means the boy couldn't ignore the call of his parents, and he started running towards his parents gaily. Here gaily means very happily, in a very joyous mood, or very gladly, and walked abreast of them for a while. And just for a while, he walked in front of them, so that his parents could watch him, his parents could find him very easily, abreast of them. Being, however, soon left behind, as it is a child, it can run very quickly, it can walk very swiftly, and after a while, soon he left behind. That means his parents were walking, and the child left behind because he was too much attracted by the natural objects, insects, flowers, etc. Attracted by the little insects and worms that I have already told you, insects and worms along the footpath. Footpath is actually the narrow path between the two fields. At the right hand side there is the field, and also at the left hand side there is the field, and the narrow path between the two fields is called footpath here, that were trimming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. The insects and worms were coming out to enjoy the sunshine. They were slowly but in a very disciplined way, the insects and worms were walking or going just to enjoy the soft sunshine of the morning. Okay? Come, child, come. His parents called from the side of a grove. Here, grove means garden. Mango grove, coconut grove. So, grove means here garden. His parents called from a garden, "Come, child, come," called from the side of a grove, where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. Well means a deep place, a deeply dug place from where the drinking water is lifted. In those days, well was the only source of drinking water. Clear? So the parents were sitting on the edge of a well. Edge means surface, the end of a surface. They were sitting there, and from that place they called, "Come, child, come." A shower of young flowers fell upon the child. A shower of young flowers that have bloomed. These flowers were falling upon the child. Were falling upon the child as he entered the grove. No sooner had he entered the garden, the young flowers were falling down upon him. Clear? And forgetting his parents, it is natural, because young flowers are dropping down on him, and naturally the child forgot his parents. He was too much attracted by the natural beauty that he could never enjoy before. He began to gather the raining petals in his hands. The petals which were falling off, he was just gathering or collecting the petals of the flowers, the soft, tender petals of the flowers. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves. Yes, the doves were cooing. The cuckoo also coos. So cooing is an onomatopoeic word. It depends on the sound of the creature or the bird, and from the sound or the calling of the bird or creature, the word cooing has been coined. So cooing is an onomatopoeic word. It depends on sound effect. Clear? And ran towards his parents, and quickly he ran towards his parents without disobeying them. The petals of the flowers, the cooing of the doves, all these natural beauties had a great lure for a little child, had a great attraction for the little child. Shouting, "The dove, the dove!" So it was an astonishing matter, because any little flower, any little bird is the source of joy to a child, because he is nearer to God. He has a celestial glamour or heavenly glamour with him. A child is God. So he can enjoy the very little flower pansy, the very little creature dove, all these creatures and flowers have a great attraction for the child. The dove. The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. The child forgot his hands that he had picked up the petals, so they fell down from his hands. Clear? A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove. Now come to the next paragraph. Come, child, come. They called to the child. The parents were too much conscious, were very much aware of their children. So they again called him very quickly to come to them, to give them company, not to leave them, who had now gone running in wild capers. Here, wild capers is a very beautiful word MULK RAJ ANAND has used. It is a playful leap or hop. Playful leap, L-E-A-P, leap or hop. So, the little child was leaping or hopping like wild. This is called wild capers around the banyan tree. And the little child was running, moving round the banyan tree, frisking like a deer, hopping and jumping or leaping. And gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath. The parents collected him, gripped him by his hand, and took the narrow, winding footpath. Here, winding means in a serpentine shape. In a serpentine shape. Clear? They took the winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Through the mustard fields and walking along the serpentine footpaths, they reached the fairground. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. As they neared the village, as the parents and the little child were gradually nearing the village, the child could see many other footpaths. Many other footpaths means many other narrow paths between the fields, full of throngs, that means full of crowds. Many people were going to the fairground, converging. Here, converging means tending to meet at a point. That means they were going towards the same point, towards the same goal. That is the converging point, to the whirlpool of the fair. Here, whirlpool, actually, the direct meaning of whirlpool is quickly rotating mass of water. The quickly rotating mass of water, whirlpool. It's a very dangerous place in a sea, in a river. During the flood situation, there may be whirlpool, and in that whirlpool, a boat can also capsize and go into water. It's a very dangerous place, whirlpool. So, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs, that means full of crowds of people, and they were going to the same fairground, to the whirlpool of the fair. That means where all the people were going to meet to enjoy the fair, and felt at once repelled. Here, repelled means drawn or forced, and felt at once repelled and fascinated and too much attracted, too much lured, lured, that means fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Really, a fairground is a confusion of world. Here heterogeneous elements gather, and here different kinds of people gather to enjoy the fair. Okay? He was entering a peculiar world that he had never seen in his life. So, today it's a video for about 15 minutes, and the next day I will make a video of another 15 minutes, and let us stop here and follow my lecture as far as practicable without skipping a word, without skipping a meaning. And if you can't understand any meaning or the meaning of a sentence, you may go to my inbox and message me to clear your confusion. Thank you very much. Good night. And I hope that I have effectively taught you, because it is exclusively for the CbSE students, those who are reading in class 9, and at the same time those who love to read or study short stories of MULK Raj Anand. Clear? Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel so that I may be enthused or encouraged to appear before you with many more grammatical items, textual items, etc. according to your orders. Okay? Good night. Thank you. And please like, comment, share and subscribe my channel.